IELTS Listening Section 3 is widely regarded as one of the most challenging parts of the test, where many candidates begin to lose track of the conversation. With two or three speakers involved, often using similar voices and expressing changing or contrasting opinions, it becomes increasingly difficult to follow the flow of information. As the discussion develops, ideas are introduced, clarified, and sometimes corrected, which can easily cause confusion. As a result, candidates may miss key details before they even realize it. However, this section is not unpredictable. In fact, it follows clear patterns in terms of structure, question types, and speaker interaction. In this video, you will gain a deeper understanding of how IELTS Listening Section 3 works, as well as practical strategies to help you stay focused, follow the discussion effectively, and remain in control throughout the task. Hi, my name is April Ampong, and I am an instructor at IELTS Minor Review Center, an international standard IELTS training system that helps learners progress from beginner level to band 7 to 9 in the most time-efficient way. In the previous video, we learned how to handle map and diagram labeling. Now, we move on to one of the most mentally demanding parts of the listening test, Section 3. Section 3 typically features an academic discussion, most commonly between two students and a tutor, or among a small group of students engaged in a collaborative task. The speaker are usually discussing topics such as academic assignments, research projects, or decisions related to course selection and future study plan. Compared to earlier sections, the language used is more complex and discipline-oriented, reflecting a more formal academic context. In addition, speakers frequently express, reconsider, and modify their opinions during the discussion, which requires candidates to follow the conversation carefully and interpret meaning as it develops. The primary challenge in Section 3 lies not in understanding individual words, but in the following interaction between speakers and as the discussion unfolds. Candidates are required to track a range of communicative functions, including disagreements, clarifications, correction, and expression of final decisions. Throughout the conversation, speakers may introduce initial ideas, question them, and subsequently revise their viewpoints. This dynamic change can make it difficult to identify the most relevant information. It is therefore essential to recognize that correct answers are often based on the speaker's final agreed upon opinions, rather than the first ideas that are mentioned. It is essential to pay close attention to who is speaking at any given moment, the role they play in the discussion, and whether they are expressing agreement or disagreement. Distinguishing between speakers, such as identifying a student's suggestion versus a tutor's correction, can significantly improve comprehension. To support this process, candidates are encouraged to use brief systematic notes, for example, student agrees, tutor corrects, or final decision. These concise annotations help to organize information in real time and reduce confusion, particularly when opinions are modified or replaced during the course of the discussion. Section 3 frequently incorporates clear academic signal phrases, which play a crucial role in guiding the development of the discussion. So candidates should listen carefully for expressions such as, I think we should, actually, that might not work, what if, and so we've decided to. These phrases often indicate key stages in the conversation, including the introduction of ideas, the expression of doubt or disagreement, the suggestion of alternatives, and the confirmation of final decisions. Recognizing these signals can help candidates anticipate important information and identify answers more. At IELTS Learner Review Center, students are systematically trained to adopt effective listening strategies, particularly for Section 3. They are encouraged to avoid relying on initial opinions and wait for confirmation as the discussion develops, and to focus primarily on the speaker's final decisions. This approach reflects the dynamic nature of academic discussions, where ideas are often introduced, challenged, and subsequently refined. By applying these strategies consistently, candidates can significantly improve their accuracy and overall performance in Section 3. Now that you can follow academic discussions, it's time to face the final listening challenge. So in the next video, we'll focus on Section 4 of the IELTS listening, academic lectures, and how to stay focused until the end. So see you in the next video.